Techno update. Subscribe now.
HTC U11 review. Design and build. As teased by HTC ahead of the launch, the key design element and unique selling point is that the phone is squeezable. The firm calls this feature EdgeSense, and it's achieved by pressure sensors on either side of the phone. They sit on the bottom half and mean you can do various things by squeezing it rather than using buttons or the display. What's clever is that you can adjust how much force is required and also toggle visual, haptic and audio feedback. At launch you'll be able to do quite a few things like use it as a shutter button, launch voice dictation, screenshot, toggle the flashlight, launch digital assistants or apps. An EdgeSense add-on will allow you to customize the sensors within any app, so you could squeeze to zoom in Google Maps, but sadly the app, even in beta form, won't launch with the phone. Screen. Things start off with a 5.5-inch screen, which makes the HTC U11 the firm's biggest flagship phone yet. HTC sticks to the Quad HD, 1440 by 2560, resolution and LCD5 technology found on the HTC 10. It's much more standard compared to the more wacky displays on the LG G6 and Galaxy S8. The size increase means a drop to 534p compared to its predecessor, but that's hardly an issue. The colors might not be as punchy as old rivals, but you're unlikely to be disappointed with the screen, which is certainly flagship level. Gorilla Glass 5 is used here like the U Ultra, but there's no talk of a Sapphire Crystal Edition. Processor and memory. HTC predominantly uses Qualcomm processors in its phones, and that's no different here. It's good to see the latest Snapdragon 835 chipset, or mobile platform as Qualcomm now calls it. The octa-core, 4x2.45 GHz and 4x1.9 GHz, processor is worthy of any 2017 flagship, and performance is as you'd expect. As you can see from the benchmark results, it competes well with rivals. We've only had it freeze up once, and it seems to be a one-off. The 835 is paired with 4 GB of RAM, and there's a decent 64 GB of internal storage. That's seemingly the standard for a flagship phone this year, and although there's a model with 6 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage, we're told it's unlikely to reach the UK. Cameras. This still has a 12MP sensor, but with smaller 1.4 micrometers pixels, and features such as optical image stabilization, OIS, and ultra-fast autofocus, which is supposedly quicker than 0.3 seconds. There's dual camera setup here, but the aperture has improved to an impressive f/1.7. Like the HTC U Ultra, the front of the phone houses a 16MP ultra-pixel camera with a 150-degree wide-angle lens and an aperture of f/2.0. Battery life. Battery life is really an area of all mobile devices where a breakthrough is needed to improve performance. Better chips like the Snapdragon 835 help with efficiency, but doesn't get us anywhere near the week-long performance of older, albeit non-smart, handsets. The HTC U11 has a fairly average 3000 mAh battery capacity, which is the same as its predecessor and the U Ultra, which struggled to last a day in our tests. You'll charge the phone via USB-C, and it supports quick charge, which is good, but it's version 3.0, not the newer 4.0.